Coming up on Wyln News, trying to fix Hazleton's money problem. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the Wyln studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is Wyln News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Wednesday night, Hazleton City Council will vote to enter into an early intervention plan or go into Act 47. But as Wyln's Gary Perna learned today, Act 47 may be coming to Hazleton no matter what.
Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt said today an anonymous donor will pay Hazleton's share of an operational and financial study that could put Hazleton on the right financial path.
Here last month, myself and Attorney Donald Karpovich met with people, and they were gracious enough to commit to giving us a donation of $20,000. I would like to use that money for things to advance the city. This study, some people want it, some people don't. Therefore, using this money assures that we will not be using taxpayer money to move forward with the study at this time.
Cassatt's plan will only come to fruition if council agrees to pursue the study.
Well, if council approves one of these companies to do an early intervention program, within the next 3 weeks, we should have an emergency plan back, and then they'll continue for the next months into years, developing a longer-term plan for the city.
Cassatt said the city needs money now, and without it, they may miss the August 25th payroll.
The payroll is right around $250,000 every 2 weeks.
August 25th payroll. If the city doesn't have a plan in action, or it doesn't sound like anything will happen before then, what happens if you miss that payroll?
If you miss a payroll, you automatically get put into Act 47. If
you go in Act 47, are these plans mute, or can they help?
They may help the state to decide on some of the factors what they would like to do with us, but at that point they come in.
Two outfits have submitted proposals, one for $74,000 and the other for $80,000 to help straighten out the city's mess.
If an unforeseen revenue comes in, check, we may be able to buy some more time. Maybe we can get some money from some of our other accounts and do a temporary borrowing, temporary transfer over, but that's the only chance we have of moving forward without a loan.
So bottom line, it's in council's hand to pass a plan or go directly into Act 47. Either way, there's a very likely possibility we may see Act 47.
Correct.
All it takes is the city to miss one payroll, and they end up in Act 47 and will work with the state with their finances. Council is scheduled to vote on what to do this Wednesday night at 6 p.m. At City Hall, for Wyln News, I'm Gary Perna. Thank you, Gary. The identity of a victim of a violent assault last week in Hazleton has been released. 62-year-old Kenneth Reichert was found severely injured inside a blue Saturn last Wednesday in a parking lot at 554 West Broad Street. Hazleton police announced Saturday they arrested 40-year-old Bert Peltz for that assault. Video surveillance of the area showed Peltz and another man assaulted Reichert for more than 2 hours. Reichert was flown to a trauma center for treatment. No official update on his condition has been given. Peltz was charged and taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $50,000 bail. A female inmate at the Luzerne County Prison died yesterday after an apparent attempted suicide. 45-year-old Tricia Cooper was pronounced dead Monday by the Luzerne County coroner. She's the third inmate since June to commit suicide. Brooke Gracing died on June 8th, Joanne Rosengrant on July 7th. Cooper's family, along with Luzerne County Councilwoman Kathy Dobash, are looking for answers as to why there have been so many suicides at the prison. Correctional Division Head Mark Rokovich said he's been working with mental health advocates to review the prison's suicide prevention
protocol. Dobash wants more public discussion on the events. So far in 2017, there were 8 attempted suicides. Cooper's death currently under investigation. A Tamaqua man faces child pornography charges after being investigated by Homeland Security. Corey Sheedy was indicted in federal court on the charges stemming from a case that began in Houston, Texas in 2016. 22 videos containing alleged child porn were found in a social media chat room where Sheedy was identified as the user of the account. A search warrant was executed at his home in December. The indictment was handed down May 16th. He was arrested May 24th. He was charged with felony counts of distribution of child pornography and possession of child pornography. He remains free on bail and is currently awaiting trial. King's College in Wilkes-Barre has been the site today for a public input hearing. The Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission has been holding hearings across the state to get comments from those on both sides of the Pennsylvania American Water Company rate increase request. Under that request, average residential customers would see their bill increase about $10 more a month. Who would have thought a celebration of pierogies could cause such an uproar? A suburban Chicago, Illinois Chamber of Commerce has reportedly threatened a trademark infringement lawsuit against Edwardsville Hometown Committee for its use of the name Pierogi Festival. Lawyers for the Whiting Pierogi Fest from downtown Chicago say they own the trademark for the term Pierogi Fest, and using the name would cause confusion for their event. The Edwardsville Committee says they'll fight the suit. The event began in Edwardsville in 2014. Luzerne County may have a brand new website up and running by next year. A contract was signed with Civic Plus Incorporated of Kansas to redesign the website. The total cost, $165,000, which will be paid over a 4-year period. $150,000 coming from the Capital Projects Fund, $15,000 from the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau. The last update for the website was 2006. The new website should be finished in 2018. Coming up on WYLN News, our Maria Sente takes a look at one area that's still growing after 40 years, plus one area hospital growing in accreditations. But first, as we head out to break on this August 1st, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
They come to the front stretch. Look at how wide that is.
Green flag waves and we're underway.
Here he comes. Pushes out the lead, but is immediately challenged.
Bring it home. Woo! Coming to the checker, my man. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
The Humboldt Industrial Park in Hazleton is one of the largest industrial parks in the greater Hazleton area. WYLN's Maria Cinti spoke with Can Do President Kevin O'Donnell about current activities creating growth within the industrial park.
Over about the past 40 years, Humboldt Industrial Park has been expanding from the bottom up.
It was slow go at first, but then after a while, things started to increase, and then exponentially it started to increase more and more and more.
And now the industrial park is continuing to grow exponentially. Trammell Crow and Miracle are some of the many companies making their way to different sections of Humboldt Industrial Park.
What we're seeing right now is that's taking place in the park is good, because we're talking about one manufacturer coming in, a hotel which is going to bring income off of the interstate highway and be able to be deposited in our community. We're talking about jobs being created in construction, which are fantastic jobs. So all of the growth that's taking place is good to some degree or another.
The 3,000-acre Humboldt Industrial Park has thousands of workers and nearly 60 industries, making it the largest industrial park in the greater Hazleton area. O'Donnell says its growth will not only create job security for current employees, but it will also spur economic growth in the local economy. O'Donnell says the industrial park's growth will likely lead to more job opportunities within Humboldt, and more higher-paying jobs can lead to more disposable income going directly into the local economy.
The disposable income that comes off of those jobs is what is used to locate new car dealers in the area, to locate stores. And there's been like 80 new businesses in the downtown over the last couple of years, and that's a direct result of disposable income that's being produced by the industrial parks. So they play a vital role in the economy of the Hazleton area.
In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Cinti.
An area hospital has been granted Level 2 Trauma Center accreditation. The Pennsylvania Trauma Systems Foundation announcing yesterday Wilkes-Barre General Hospital received that accreditation. Level 2 trauma centers provide a high degree of resources and specialists. Accredited trauma centers must be prepared to treat the most life-threatening injuries. Officials with Commonwealth Health and the hospital credit the hard work of the hospital trauma team in achieving that accreditation. Coming up on Hickory Hill's News Choice on Community and You, Footloose the Musical. We'll meet some of the cast. Plus, where some of our area National Night Out observances are going to be underway. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Now you can enjoy homemade quality Italian food in the comfort of your own home. Foodie's Place now delivers to Hazleton, West Hazleton, and select parts of Hazel Township. Call them at 570-455-5551. Foodie's Place, definitely the best.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts August 25th on WYLN. We're your local network.
Welcome to Community and You, and I should have had them sing, because the minute that they started to sing, Footloose, that would have been it. You're not going to come and see me, but you're definitely going to come and see them. Footloose is coming this weekend and next weekend, right?
Yep.
Okay, and we are going to learn more about this. First, we're going to introduce you to Maddie, and Maddie Black is playing Ariel Moore. Ooh. And we also have, joining us today, is Joseph Magoschak, and he is playing Rin McCormick, who, if you put me underneath a light and said, what is the name of the character, I just would have said Kevin Bacon.
Most people would.
Tell us a little bit about for anybody who doesn't know, Footloose, the musical, is coming. Tell us about your group.
Our group, well, we have been working since June, I believe, on this production, dancing and singing our butts off every week for you guys to come see us. And it's just the classic Footloose story that if you don't know it, then that's even more of a reason to come see us.
And it is the Penn Theater of Performing Arts, otherwise known as PTPA, which I kept messing up all those, and it's at the J.J. Ferrara Center, and it is here, of course, in Hazleton. And Madison, you are the young lady to whom all of this trouble befalls in this. Tell us a little bit about Madison's acting background. Have you done anything, or is this your first?
No, I've done stuff before. I've been acting since 2009, actually, and I'm a musical theater major at Wilkes University.
Nice.
So I'm really big about musical theater, obviously.
That's great. How about you, Joseph?
I have also been doing it since 2009, so that's good to know. I'm going to be a senior. So, can't say the same thing about the major. But
senior at Wilkes?
No, senior in high school. I go to
in high school?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But it's also one of my favorite things, too.
So do you plan on looking into this as you graduate?
Not sure yet.
No?
We'll see.
And what do you plan after all of this this becomes your major?
We'll see where the wind takes me.
A true theater background for both of these young people. Now, you have the lead.
I do.
Is this your first lead?
The first big iconic character lead, I would say yes.
What else have you done?
We just did Legally Blonde the musical.
Love that.
Yeah, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Seussical the musical, The Outsiders. That was a while ago, but one of my favorites, definitely.
Wow.
Cats, just.
These are pretty ambitious shows for college, high school students. How did you get involved in all this?
Well, when I was younger, my grandma and my aunt had me watching Grease the musical and Annie the musical all the time, and eventually I wanted to be on TV. My parents suggested I take acting classes, and with the acting classes I just fell in love with theater in general, so it just became from wanting to be on TV to wanting to be on stage performing for people live.
Now, this is a musical where there's some conflict. And this young man comes to town with all of these great things, and your dad says no. What's your favorite part of the show, Joseph?
My favorite part of the show? I have this big dance number called I Can't Stand Still. It's when my character Ren meets Willard, my first friend there in Beaumont. And I just tell him about Chicago, where I came from, how I can't stand still. And it kind of gets me in trouble because the people in Beaumont aren't allowed to dance.
Exactly.
So I like doing that number. It's really fun.
And we don't want to give it away and tell them why they can't, or why this young lady is such a pivotal point in that whole thing. But could you relate at all to any of this? Was there a point in time in your life when somebody said, Madison, no, you just got to sit down and you can't dance and have fun?
Luckily, my parents are the complete opposite of my dad in the show, and they're so supportive of me doing theater and being a theater major and all that. So that's good, because my dad in the show is a stick in the mud.
Yes, he is, and he's very strict. So we want to let everyone know that it is coming up this weekend, the 4th and the 5th and the 6th, and I guess there's a matinee on Sunday?
Yes, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock matinee on Sunday, and then the same for the following weekend? All right, and we will have for you on the screen there, we have the information as far as the phone number, the tickets, and you can have dinner. And who did you say is bringing dinner?
Sue Childs makes all the dinners for every show. Very good, recommended. wholeheartedly.
So you can find out more information as far as the dinner's concerned, whether you just need a ticket to a show, ticket to the dinner and a show. It sounds like a date night to me.
It really is. It'll be a fun night.
Well, good luck to both of you. Break some legs.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. And we will hopefully, we're going to learn some more about the PTPA coming up in another show, because they have another show that's coming up in October that's kind of cool as well. So make sure you keep it tuned right here for Community and You.
They come to the front stretch.
Look at how wide that is.
Green flag waves and we're underway.
Here he comes. Pushes out a lead, but is immediately challenged.
Bring it home. Woo! Coming to the checker, my man. Yeah. And there he is.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
WYLN News has learned that the Weatherly Area School District has received a Pennsylvania Pre-K Counts grant and will now be offering a full-day pre-K program. Weatherly will be able to offer a full-day program, so if you have a child or know a child that will be 4 years old by August 28th and lives in the Weatherly Area School District, you can register your child now. All you have to do is call the elementary school at 570-427-8687 in order to register for the upcoming school year. Many events are taking place in our area in observance of National Night Out. It's an annual community building campaign that promotes police and community partnerships to help make neighborhoods safer. It's celebrated in thousands of communities across the country, many hosting block parties, festivals, parades, and cookouts, and you can join in the festivities. Just some in West Hazleton, now until 8 o'clock at 100 South 4th Street. McAdoo hosting their night out starting at 6 at the Borough Building at 23 North Hancock Street. Jim Thorpe's will kick off soon and run until 9 at Memorial Park. In Whitehaven, they will be celebrating till 8 at Lehigh Park. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area. It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area. WYLN TV 35 has a position available for a sports reporter / videographer. Please Please send resumes and demo reels to Gary Perna, News Director, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, 18201, or email news@wyllntv.com. WYLN is an equal opportunity employer.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archive shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.